Lesson in disguise. This is your call to transform pain into power. It's time to destroy the weak version of yourself. Stop making excuses.
Listen up. When you're tired, that's not a signal to stop. It's a reminder that you're pushing your limits. Every ache, every moment of exhaustion is proof you're challenging yourself. This isn't about comfort. It's about growth.
If I'm live.
When your body begs for rest, dig deeper. Fatigue is simply a test of resolve. So when you're feeling spent, remember, do it. Tired. Because real strength is built in the moments you refuse to quit.
When you're tired, you do it anyway. When every part of you screams to stop, that's when you push through. Every rep, every step, every drop of sweat is a vote for your future self. I know what it's like to feel exhausted, but champions aren't made by resting. They're made by fighting, even when the odds are stacked against them. So get up, throw yourself into the battle, and show that tired body what you're truly made of.
Fatigue isn't just a physical state. It's a challenge to your mind. When you're tired, you must think smarter. Analyze each movement. Understand what's working and what isn't. Adapt your strategy. Refine your technique. The journey isn't only about brute force. It's about precision, learning from every mistake, and recalibrating. Every moment of exhaustion is an opportunity to optimize your process and come back stronger. Use your tiredness as a catalyst to innovate, because winners know that even in the lowest moments, there is a plan waiting to be executed.
Pain is inevitable, and tiredness is temporary. There's no room for weakness in a true warrior. When you're tired, you don't whine, you fight. I've learned that excuses are the enemy. When your muscles burn and your mind wants to give in, that's when you dig in and push forward. With each step, you carve your own path. The sword doesn't sharpen itself. You must swing it relentlessly. Be relentless. Be steadfast. Your tiredness is just another obstacle to overcome, a sign that you're in the thick of the battle. So stand up and let your determination cut through the fatigue.
Even when you're at your limit, there's a power within that refuses to fade. Every time you fight against tiredness, you unlock a bit more of your hidden strength. Remember, every battle, every challenge makes you stronger. Even when you feel drained, you're on the verge of surpassing your own limits. Your spirit is a flame that no exhaustion can extinguish. Keep pushing, keep training, and let that inner fire burn brighter. Don't just survive, thrive, and transform every ounce of tiredness into a burst of unstoppable energy.
Even when you're at your limit, there's a power within that refuses to fade. Every time you fight against tiredness, you unlock a bit more of your hidden strength. Remember, every battle, every challenge makes you stronger. Even when you feel drained, you're on the verge of surpassing your own limits. Your spirit is a flame that no exhaustion can extinguish. Keep pushing, keep training, and let that inner fire burn brighter. Don't just survive, thrive, and transform every ounce of tiredness into a burst of unstoppable energy.
Now,
Oh,
let's shift
man.
gears. When you push past this point of burnout, ask yourself, what have you really learned from every moment of struggle? This isn't about hype or the thrill of a fleeting rush. It's about facing the hard truth that every painstaking step, even the monotonous, brutal ones, is carving out a new, sturdier foundation for your future. Your exhaustion isn't a foe. It's a measure of how much further you can go when you choose to move forward.
Consider this. The grind isn't glamorous, There are no instant wins or quick fixes. Instead, there's a slow, deliberate accumulation of small victories. Every time you choose to get up when you'd rather lie down, every decision to keep going when quitting seems easier, you rewrite your own narrative. It's not merely about physical stamina. It's about building mental resilience. Your doubts and fatigue aren't permanent barriers. They're temporary obstacles that you have the power to overcome.
So, let's talk about accountability. There's no coach in your head. No one to nudge you when your mind is set on giving up. That responsibility is yours alone. It's in that isolation where real growth happens. When you stop waiting for motivation to strike and decide to act regardless, you take full ownership of your life. It might not sound poetic or come with dramatic fanfare, but it's raw. And that's what separates those who settle from those who redefine their own limits.
Think practically. Measure your progress by the sum of your small, persistent efforts. The tired mornings and long days are the true building blocks of strength. No one wakes up and suddenly becomes invincible. It's the cumulative effect of every moment you choose not to quit. Your journey isn't defined by one explosive burst of energy. It's defined by every single step you take when it would be easier to stop.
So, when the world tells you to rest, when it whispers that you've reached your breaking point, answer with action. Keep moving forward, even if it's just one more step. Because in that relentless, everyday persistence lies the power to transform not only your body, but your entire life. This is your call. Defy fatigue, shatter every limit, and become the man you were meant to be. Every moment you push through is a declaration that weakness has no hold on you. Rise up and show the world that you are unstoppable.
Now listen closely. Every moment that has brought you to this point, every hardship, every drop of sweat, has prepared you for what comes next. You stand here not as a victim of circumstance, but as a man who has faced the storm and learned its language. Let the silence between your breaths remind you. This is your power. This is your truth. Take a deep breath and feel the calm resolve that steadies your soul.
Consider the journey, step by measured step. Every setback was a lesson. Every failure, an opportunity to recalibrate your course. In these moments of quiet introspection, you have the chance to rebuild, brick by brick, thought by thought. Your progress is not marked by grand gestures, but by the persistent, unyielding commitment to rise again, each and every time.
Now let me be direct. Excuses are the chains that bind you to mediocrity. When you feel the weight of fatigue, let it be the spark that drives you to take one more swing, one more step forward. Cut through the noise. Ignore the doubts. Let your actions carve out a path of unwavering resolve. It's not about perfection. It's about the relentless pursuit of improvement.
And when the day grows dark and exhaustion whispers that it's time to quit, remember this. You are not defined by the moments when you falter, but by the times you chose to fight on. Every challenge you overcome is a testament to your grit. Let the fire inside you burn so fiercely that it outshines every shadow of doubt. Stand up, push forward, show the world that you are the master of your fate. Today, when you feel the pull of exhaustion, answer it with action. Recognize that every moment of tiredness is simply another challenge to overcome, a testament to your resilience. In the grind, in the struggle, in the pain, you find the essence of who you are. You are not defined by your fatigue. You are defined by the strength to push past it. So when you're tired, remember, do it, tired. Every step you take, every rep you complete, every drop of sweat is a declaration that you refuse to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Rise above, push through, transform your tiredness into a force that drives you to new heights. This is your journey.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Relentless and unstoppable.
Every excuse is a chain that holds you back. You've allowed fear, complacency, and doubt to define you for far too long. Today, I challenge you to confront that weakness head on. Look at the failures, the rejections. They are not curses, they are stepping stones. Break those chains. No more blaming destiny or circumstances. Change lies within you, in your decision to fight against the tide of mediocrity. You have the strength. Now harness it and shatter every limitation that's kept you small. Adversity is the furthest that tempers the soul. Every hard word, every setback, every bitter tear, each one is fuel for transformation. When life hits hard, it's not meant to break you. It's meant to reveal the power within. You have been forged in the flames of struggle. And those flames are what will light your path to greatness. Embrace the pain. Let it harden your resolve. Remember, only through relentless challenge can you evolve into the warrior you're destined to become. Every hardship is an opportunity, an invitation to rise stronger and prove your worth. Failure is not the end, it's a teacher. Every time you stumble, you're given a chance to learn, to adapt, to rebuild. The path to true strength is littered with the debris of past mistakes. But those who succeed are not defined by their failures. They are refined by them. Take a moment now and think. What if every failure you've encountered was merely a rehearsal for your greatest victory? Let each misstep remind you that you're still in the game.
I am ready to put on a show!
When you feel like giving up, remember that failure is only temporary. It is the groundwork upon which lasting success is built. Embrace your failures, study them, and then use them to grow. Better, stronger than before. Real change is not free. It comes at the price of sweat, sacrifice, and sometimes solitude. Ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to become the man you aspire to be? Every moment spent in comfort is a moment lost in the pursuit of greatness. The path you choose is not paved with luxury, but with hard-won victories over your inner demons. When you sacrifice the fleeting pleasures for the promise of a better tomorrow, you invest in yourself. This is the price of transformation. The cost of casting aside the weak you once were and emerging as a force of unstoppable power. Own every part of who you are, your strengths and your flaws alike. Your identity is not defined by what others expect of you. It's sculpted by the choices you make. Every scar, every mark of past battles is a testament to your journey. Stand firm in the knowledge that you're more than your failures. Embrace the full spectrum of your being.
Hello.
Ability, strength in admitting where you've fallen, and honor in rising again. By owning your identity, you claim the power to shape your destiny. Be unapologetically you. Raw, real, and relentlessly determined to be better each day. Look deep within and let the fire of your ambition burn brighter than ever before. A true warrior is defined. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! By the courage to push through it. When doubts creep in, when the burden of past failures is heavy, remember you have the power to change the narrative. Every challenge you face is a test of your resolve, your grit, your willingness to fight for what you believe in. In the mind of a true warrior, there is no room for weakness. Instead, there is a unending drive to rise, to overcome, to dominate. Let every obstacle be a spark that ignites a deeper commitment.
At least I'm survived.
This is not about being
Even though I feel very
It's
bad.
about being relentless in your pursuit of excellence. Now is the time to act. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Today you decide to stand up. Every minute you waste doubting yourself is a minute stolen from the legacy you will build. Your destiny isn't determined by fate or chance. It is forged by To shatter the limitations that have held you back, and to claim your rightful place among the few who dare to be great. Make every action count. Be bold. Be honest, and let the world know.
I'm okay, I guess. I don't know.
It's time to destroy the weak you and rise as a true warrior. Imagine the legacy you will leave behind. Not one defined by comfort or conformity, but by the indomitable spirit with which you fought your battles. Every hardship, every triumph, every scar tells the story of a man who refused to settle for mediocrity. Your legacy is written in the moments when you chose to push forward despite the odds. It is the quiet triumphs that no one sees. The battles won with the silence of your determination. As you forge ahead, let each step be a testament to the power of resilience.
I am ready to put on a show.
Your dreams. Remember, the man you become is not determined by the challenges you face, but by the strength with which you overcome them. Carry that truth in your heart as you continue on this journey, and let your legacy inspire others to rise above their own limitations. And now, the final charge. Stand tall and confront the future with everything you have. Every decision you make, every ounce of effort, is a step toward the man you are meant to be. Let your actions speak louder than your fears.
Oh my head, man.
If you are not here to play, it's time to dominate.
I don't know if I'm going to play some comp today, but yeah. I don't know.
Embrace the struggle, honor your scars, and let the warrior within roar with the fire of 1,000 battles. You is a memory. Today you rise as a true warrior. This is your moment, your legacy, your fight. Go forth and let your spirit lead you to greatness. Weakness. It is the curse of this world, and I see it consuming men every day. You listening to me now, you are no exception. You've allowed yourself to be enslaved by your own hand. Each time you give in to that pathetic urge, you weaken yourself, you tarnish your potential, and you rob yourself of the future you could have had. Don't fool yourself. Don't try to justify it. Every time you indulge in masturbation, you're throwing away the energy, the fire, the strength that could be building your legacy. Do you even understand what you're sacrificing? You're not just wasting a moment, you're wasting you. That act of giving in, it's not harmless. It's a declaration of your own weakness, and it's a habit that is slowly breaking you. You say you want to be strong. You say you want to be respected. Then why do you act like this? Why do you choose weakness over discipline? Let me tell you something. Greatness is not achieved by those who live for comfort. It's achieved by those who sacrifice. Those who deny themselves.
Hello.
Those who fight their demons and conquer them. And make no mistake, that urge, that impulse, it's your enemy. Every time you masturbate, you lose. You lose energy, focus, and drive. That's why you feel lethargic. That's why your confidence is shattered. It's not just about physical weakness, it's about the weakness of your spirit. How can you expect to build anything? Strength, success, a legacy, when you can't even control yourself? Understand this, life is war, and the first battlefield is within you. That urge is a test. And every time you give in, you're admitting defeat. But every time you resist, every time you fight, you grow stronger. You build discipline.
Hello, guys.
Why have you altered here?
You don't have to stay like this. You don't have
Because
to be
he's
a slave
retarded.
to your own weakness. The moment you decide to
I
stop,
can tell you 100
take
reasons
the
why.
first step toward freedom. And make no mistake, it will be hard. The weak version of you will fight back. It will whisper lies. Try to tempt you, make you think that giving in is harmless. But But you're smarter than that. You know the truth. From this moment, yourself. Decide that you will not waste another second.
I don't really feel good.
Controlling my suit is small, but
Go for
fierce.
a run.
Just
Build
like me.
something. Create something.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Channel that energy into something that will make you stronger. That's how you break free. That's how you reclaim your life.
Don't mess with the amazing
When you conquer yourself, the world changes. You'll think clearer, move faster, and feel stronger. You'll walk with confidence because you'll know you've mastered the hardest thing,
Fireworks.
your own mind. That's when you become unstoppable. That's when you become the man you were meant to be. So I ask you now, who will you be? The man who gives in to every fleeting desire, or the man who stands firm, who fights, who wins? The choice is yours. But understand this.
This is funny.
Every decision you make is either building you or destroying you. There is no middle ground. You must kill the weak version of yourself.
I got some anime
Version of you that
games
sits in the dark, wasting
on
time,
Minecraft.
wasting
If you
energy,
guys
wasting life.
wanna
He's
see
not
that.
your ally. He's your enemy. And the only way to move forward is to
I
destroy
don't know.
him. Not once, not twice, but every single day until he's nothing but a memory. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, act now. Reject the habit, reject the weakness. Stand up and take control of your life. Be relentless, be unbreakable, and most importantly, be a man worthy of your own respect. Masculinity is not about how much you can
How are
lift
you
or
guys
how
doing?
loud you can shout.
Can you
It's about
guys
control,
subscribe if you
discipline,
don't
and the
do that?
ability to channel your raw energy into
Please?
something greater. It's about embracing your nature, not as a slave
I'm
to
here to finish the fight
impulses,
that my father
but
began.
as a master
I hope I
of
make
your
him
own
proud.
destiny. This isn't about shaming you. It's about waking you up. Because deep down, you know you were meant for more. Porn and masturbation are
Soup, soup,
traps.
soup.
They
I
hijack
wanna
your brain,
soup,
flooding
soup,
it with
soup.
dopamine, a fleeting high that leaves you hollow. They condition you to seek
My dad
cheap
built better
thrills
for himself,
instead of real
but I feel like I was
achievement.
born to pilot it.
Worse, they
I
distort
might
your
be
view of
pretty bad at
relationships,
that, at this
intimacy,
game
and
right now.
yourself. This
Sadly.
isn't just about pleasure, it's about a system designed to keep you weak,
I mean, I don't
distracted,
really
and
have
complacent.
days.
Are you going to let it win?
Yeah.
Every time you indulge, you reinforce
You
a
guys
cycle
know
of
the
shame
rest.
and self-loathing.
Yeah.
That little voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not good enough, grows louder. It becomes harder to face challenges, to take risks.
What do
to
you
be the
guys
man
think
you
about
aspire
my
to be.
profile
You
picture?
don't need to stay trapped in this
Pretty
loop.
good, right?
You can break it, but it starts with recognizing the chains, the energy you waste. It's your power,
Powering
your
up.
drive, your fire.
I know that sound.
Imagine what you could achieve if you directed it towards something meaningful. Instead of chasing momentary satisfaction, you could be building your strength, your skills, your future. That's the essence
is
of
gonna hurt.
masculinity. Taking what's within you and using it to create, conquer, and inspire. Discipline
Gear
isn't
up,
just
little
a
one.
skill. It's your foundation. It's what separates men who thrive from those who merely
Time for
survive.
some
Every
fireworks.
time you resist temptation, you are not just avoiding a moment of weakness,
The
you're
gods must be
forging
on
a
our side.
stronger version of yourself.
Systems
You're
restoring.
proving to yourself that you can endure, that you can grow,
Mine's in
that you
place.
can rise above. Porn poisons your ability to connect. It teaches you to objectify instead of empathize, to seek gratification instead of fulfillment. Real intimacy requires vulnerability, effort, and respect.
Oh,
It's not
man,
about
you're good.
taking, it's about giving. When you reject these artificial substitutes, you open yourself up to the beauty of genuine relationships, built on trust, passion, and mutual growth. Being a man isn't just about what you do for yourself, it's
Powering
about
up.
what you contribute to the world. Your
It's gonna
strength
work
isn't
on
for
them.
you alone, it's for your family, your community, your legacy. When you waste it,
Gear
you're
up,
not just
little one.
failing yourself, you're failing everyone who
Time for
depends on
some
you.
fireworks.
Everyone who looks up to you. Greatness isn't given, it's earned. It's the result of countless battles fought and won against yourself. It's the product of sacrifice, with the amazing Spider-Man determination. If you want to be remembered,
Any likes, subscribers?
you have to fight for it. And the first fight is here now.
I will like
with
if
the
you
habits
guys.
that are holding you back. Picture yourself at your peak, strong, confident,
Could
disciplined, and
subscribe.
fulfilled. That man is within you, waiting to emerge. But he won't come out on his own. You have to bring him to life. You have to make the choices, take the actions,
Nah.
endure the struggles that will shape him. You are writing your story with every decision you make. Will it be a tale of mediocrity and regret? Or will it be a saga of triumph, resilience, and greatness? The choice is yours. But remember, every moment you delay, every time you give in, you're letting that story slip away. So rise up now and claim your
Just
legacy.
needed a few repairs.
Be the man you were born to be. You cling to weakness like a drowning man clings to a broken piece of wood. That false security, that illusion of safety, it's a lie. Weakness does not protect you, it devours you. Look at yourself. Look at the man you are today. Are you satisfied? Does he inspire respect, or does he inspire pity? If you feel even a shred of doubt, then you know the answer. That version of yourself, the one that settles for less, that hides from challenges, that fears failure, must die. Right here,
You know what to do,
right now.
spiders?
Because weakness has no place in this world. You call yourself a man, prove it. Stop making excuses. Stop
We
living
make
in
quite a
fear.
team.
A true man
Spiders
doesn't
get the
run
job
from pain.
done.
He faces it head on, knowing that pain is the forge where greatness is shaped.
This is gonna hurt.
A true man doesn't beg for power. He takes it with his own
Systems
hands.
restoring.
Let me ask you this. Why are you weak? Why do you falter? Weakness isn't just a lack of strength. No, it's far more insidious. It's the voice in your head that tells you to quit. It's the comfort you seek when the road gets hard. It's every moment you choose the easy path over the right path. Do you know what weakness fears the most? Discipline. Discipline destroys weakness. It strips away its excuses and leaves it with nowhere to hide. But discipline alone is not enough. You must have a purpose.
You know what to
A
do,
fire
spiders?
that burns so brightly within you
This is
that
gonna
nothing,
hurt.
not
Powering
pain,
up.
not failure, not doubt can extinguish it. Weakness feeds on emptiness. Fill yourself with purpose and you starve it to death. It's time to act. Not tomorrow, not later. Now you have wasted enough time. Every second you spend living as this weak version of yourself is a second stolen from the man you are meant to be. Stand up, look in the mirror,
You know what to do,
and
spiders?
face the truth. Are you ready to kill that weak version of yourself?
Spiders
Then
get
do
the
it.
job done.
Break your old habits. Silence your doubts.
The gods must be on
Take
our
control
side.
of your mind and your body.
Powering up.
Don't just talk about
Lines in
change.
place.
Be the change. When was the last time you pushed yourself to your limits? When was the last time you looked at a challenge and said, "This will not defeat me"? If you can't remember, then you are not living. You are surviving. And surviving is not
Time
enough.
for some
Power
fireworks.
is not given. It is earned, and it comes at a cost.
up, little one.
You think the strong are born that way? No.
Whoever
The
they
strong
are,
are
they don't
forged
look
in
friendly.
fire.
Lines
They are
in
the
place.
ones who endure the unbearable, who face the impossible and emerge stronger for it. Strength is not just about muscles or skill. It's about willpower. The ability to stand firm when the world is against you. The ability to fight even when you're broken and beaten. But remember this, strength without purpose is meaningless.
Guys, don't
A
give
man
up yet.
without a purpose is no better than a beast. So find your purpose.
I don't care.
Define it. Protect it with everything you have. And let it drive you to greatness. Pain is your greatest teacher. Yet you run from it. Why? Do you fear it? Do you think it will break you?
I'm counting on you,
Pain is not your enemy. It is your ally. It shows you your limits, and it gives you the chance to break them. Every scar on your body, every ache in your muscles, every moment of struggle, that is the price of progress. Embrace it. Let it mold you. Weak men run from pain. Strong men endure it. And great men welcome it, knowing that it is the key to unlocking their true potential. So I ask you, one last time, are you ready to kill that weak version of yourself? This is not a decision you can make lightly. It is a war between the man you are and the man you want to become. And in war, there can be no mercy. We must be ruthless. Every time you feel yourself slipping, every time you hear that voice of doubt, you must crush it. You must rise above it. Weakness will not leave you willingly. It will fight. It will claw and drag you back into the abyss. But you are stronger than it. You are greater than it. Be a man, not just in words, but in actions. A man who does not falter. A man who does not quit. A man who commands respect, not because he demands it, but because he earns it. Kill that weak version of yourself, and let the world see the man you were born to be. Mediocrity is the silent killer. It doesn't scream at you or challenge you. It whispers. It convinces you that you're doing just enough. But ask yourself, what is just enough worth in a world where only the strong survive? Being average is the betrayal of your potential. A man who settles for mediocrity has already accepted defeat. He's already bowed to the expectations of others and surrendered his dreams. Do not mistake mediocrity for safety. It is a trap, a slow poison. The longer you remain there, the harder it becomes to break free. Rise above it. Be relentless. Challenge yourself every day to push beyond what you thought possible. If you're not growing, you're dying. And I refuse to let you wither away in the shadow of what you could have been. Fear, doubt, these are the tools of weakness. They are chains designed to keep you from becoming the man you were meant to be. Fear whispers you're not ready. Doubt screams you're not enough. But these voices are liars. Do you think I was without fear, without doubt? No. I faced them. I conquered them. Fear is nothing but a test, a challenge to see if you have the courage to move forward. And doubt is simply the lack of proof. Create the proof through your actions. The moment you let fear and doubt control you, you have lost. The weak succumb to these voices. The strong silence them. The great use them as fuel to climb higher. Face your fears. Face your doubts. Stare them down until they break. And when they do, you will understand what it means to be truly powerful. Do you want to be great? Then prepare to pay the price. Greatness demands sacrifice. It demands pain. It demands that you give up your comforts, your distractions, your excuses. It demands that you dedicate yourself completely to the path. There will be nights when you question yourself. Days when the weight feels unbearable. But these moments are the crucible in which greatness is forged. Weak men complain about the cost. Strong men embrace it. They understand that nothing worth having comes easy. They understand that every drop of sweat, every ounce of effort, every sacrifice brings them closer to their goal. Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to do what others won't? Because that is what it takes to rise above the rest. That is what it takes to be a man. You want power? Then master yourself. Discipline is the foundation of all strength. Without it, you are nothing but a slave to your impulses, a prisoner of your own mind. Do you know why so many men fail? It's not because they're weak. It's because they lack control. They give in to temptation. They procrastinate. They make excuses. Discipline is the blade that cuts through weakness. It is the fire that burns away distractions. With discipline, you can achieve anything. Without it, you will achieve nothing. Build your discipline like a fortress. Make it unbreakable. Let it guide you through the storms, and you will emerge stronger every time. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It lulls you into complacency. It makes you soft. Do you think warriors of old found strength in comfort? No. They sought out hardship. They trained in the harshest conditions. They embraced the struggle because they knew it would make them stronger. If you want to be a man who commands respect, you must reject comfort. You must seek out challenges, not avoid them. Every time you push yourself into discomfort, you grow. Every time you choose the harder path, you evolve. Comfort is fleeting. Strength is eternal. Choose wisely. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning. When you fail the weak version of yourself,
I'm here to finish the fight that my father
quit.
began. I hope I
It will
make him
tell
proud.
you that you're not good enough, that you should stop trying. But failure is not a reason to stop. It is a reason to push harder. Every great man you admire has failed more times than you can count. The difference is they didn't let failure define them. They used it as fuel. They learned from it. They rose stronger than before.
The
When
web
you
of life
fail,
and
remember
destiny is
this.
fragile.
The
Someone
only
has
true
protected.
failure is giving up. As long as you rise, you are still in the fight. As long as you rise, you are still alive. What will they say about you when you are gone? Will they remember you as a man who lived with purpose, who faced every challenge with courage? Or will they forget you, as they do with all who live mediocre lives? Your legacy is built every day, with every choice you make. Do you want to be a man who inspires, who leads, who changes the world around him? Then act like it, live like it. A weak man leaves nothing behind. A strong man leaves a legacy that echoes through the ages. Be that man. I have said all that needs to be said.
You know
Now,
what to do, spiders?
the decision is yours. Will you continue to live as the
Mine's in
weak
place.
version of yourself? Or will you kill him here and now and rise as the man you were destined to be? The choice is not easy. The path is not simple. But nothing worth having ever is. Be ruthless. Be relentless.
This is gonna hurt.
Be a man. And let the world remember your name.
Sorry, little spiders. I didn't have a choice. Time for some fireworks. Spiders get the job done. All systems go.
Every great achievement begins with a single step. But let's be honest. One step alone won't get you
Those
anywhere.
spiders look way too
It's the
familiar.
ability to take the next step.
Mine's
then the
in
next.
place.
Every single day, no matter how hard it shapes your destiny. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack consistency. They start with excitement, then burn out at the first sign of difficulty. Consistency is not glamorous, but it's what separates dreamers from achievers. It's what transforms potential into power.
Look at anyone who seems like an overnight success. They weren't. Behind their moment of triumph are countless hours of unseen effort. Think of a bamboo tree. For years, you see nothing as it grows underground. Then in a few weeks, it shoots up into
You know
the
what to
sky.
do, spiders?
Success works the same way.
Powering
It
up.
rewards those who plant seeds daily, even when nothing seems to happen. Stop expecting quick results. Stop expecting
Time for
recognition
some
before you've earned
fireworks.
it. Instead, fall in love with the process. Success isn't something you achieve. It's something you become through consistent action.
Let's be real. Consistency is hard. There will be days when you feel drained, defeated, and doubtful. But pain is not your enemy. Comfort is. Growth begins at the edge of discomfort. The strongest trees grow in the harshest climates, and the greatest people emerge from the toughest battles. The pain you're avoiding is the same pain that will make you unbreakable. Embrace it, walk into the fire, and let it forge you.
Change doesn't happen all at once. You won't suddenly wake up successful. Instead, focus on small, consistent wins. Each day, aim to be just 1% better than you were yesterday. Write a single page. Do one more push-up. Learn one new skill. These small actions, when repeated over time, create unstoppable momentum. You won't notice the change at first, but months later, you'll look back and realize you're a completely different person.
The hardest battle you'll ever face is the one against yourself. It's not the external obstacles that hold you back. It's your own mind.
Systems restoring.
The voice that says, you've done enough today.
Mine's in place.
Rest. The voice that whispers, you're not good enough. Every time you show up despite that voice, you win. Every time you push through self-doubt, you grow. Remember, the only person standing between you and your goals is you.
Why do you want to succeed? Without a strong why, you'll crumble when things get tough. Your purpose is your anchor. It's what keeps you going when motivation fades. Whether it's proving to yourself that you can do it, helping your family, or leaving a legacy, your purpose gives your struggle meaning. Write it down. Remind yourself daily. Let it fuel your fire.
You don't need to wait for inspiration.
Just keep fighting a little longer.
The right time is now. Start with what you have, where you are. Take one step, no matter how small, and don't stop. Consistency may not guarantee success, but inconsistency guarantees failure. The path to greatness is hard, but the reward is worth it. Show up, stay focused, keep moving. You're closer than you think.
Failure isn't the end. It's part of the journey. Every successful person has faced setbacks, but what sets them apart is how they respond. When life knocks you down, don't stand up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. Resilience isn't just about enduring pain, it's about using it. Each setback is a lesson. Each failure is a stepping stone.
Looks like the Punisher's upping his game.
The most valuable lessons
We made
come from
quite a
your lowest
team.
moments.
It's fighter time!
The world is full of distractions, and they're your greatest enemy. Social media, entertainment, and meaningless activities drain your energy and steal your time. To be unstoppable, you must master the art of focus. Cut out anything that doesn't serve your goals. Replace scrolling
Time
with
for
reading.
some fireworks.
Replace gaming with practicing. And replace procrastination with action. Remember, your energy is finite. Every moment spent on distractions is a moment stolen
to
from your
ruin such
dreams.
amazing spider tech.
Be ruthless with your focus.
Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like a wave. But discipline stays. It's what gets you out of bed on days you don't feel like it. It's what keeps you working when motivation fades. Think of discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Build routines. Stick to them. Make discipline a non-negotiable part of your life, and you'll achieve more than you ever thought possible.
Every achievement comes with a price. To gain something great, you must be willing to give something up. Comfort, free time, and even relationships may need to be sacrificed to achieve your vision. Ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to reach your goals? The bigger the dream, the greater the sacrifice. But remember, the rewards will outweigh the costs. Greatness requires sacrifice. Embrace it.
Consistency isn't just about showing up. It's about building momentum. The first step is the hardest, but once you start, each step becomes easier. Success feeds on itself. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but with each roll, it grows bigger and faster. Your efforts are the same. Start small, keep going, and soon you'll be unstoppable.
Pain is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally.
Pick your hero.
Every moment of discomfort,
I'm not judging.
every drop of sweat, and every ounce of effort you give in the face of pain carves you into something stronger. Think about the hardest moment you've ever faced. Did you break, or did you survive? You're here now because you endured, and that pain, it taught you, it shaped you, it made you. Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from struggle. The greater the pain, the greater the reward. Embrace it, chase it, and let it fuel you.
You don't need to make giant leaps every day. You just need to improve by 1%. Small, consistent steps compound into massive change. Every push-up, every study session, every minute of focus. It all adds up. If you improve by 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is real. Take action today, no matter how small, and let that momentum carry you forward.
Inside you, there's a fire. It's the spark that drives you, the hunger that fuels your ambition. But it's up to you to keep it burning. Surround yourself with things that inspire you. Cut out negativity. Feed your mind with books, speeches, and ideas that ignite your passion. Remember, your inner fire is your most valuable asset. Never let it die. When doubt creeps in, let your fire burn brighter. When obstacles block your path, let it fuel your determination. That fire is your greatest weapon.
At the end of the day, there's only one person you must answer to. The person in the mirror. Can you look at yourself and say, I gave it my all today? The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects your effort, your discipline, and your commitment. If you're not proud of what you see, change it. You have the power to transform your reflection. Every day is a new opportunity to become someone you respect, someone you admire. Make today the day you start building the version of yourself you've always dreamed of.
What will people remember about you? Will they say you were someone who gave up? Or someone who kept fighting no matter what? Your actions today shape your legacy. The choices you make determine whether you'll be forgotten, or whether your name will echo in eternity. Be the person who inspires others. Be the one who proves that anything is possible with enough grit and determination. Leave behind a legacy that speaks of courage, resilience, and greatness.
This is it. No more excuses. No more waiting for the right time. The time is now. Stand up. Take a deep breath. Feel the fire in your chest. You have everything you need to succeed. Courage, discipline, resilience. It's all within you. Stop thinking. Stop doubting. Act. Take the first step toward your dreams today. And don't look back. Remember, you are an unstoppable force. Nothing can hold you down unless you let it.
There's a moment in every journey where you're left with nothing but yourself. The cheers are gone, the support fades, and you're alone with your thoughts, your doubts, and the work that still needs to be done. That's where champions are born. That's where greatness begins.
The path to success is lonely. It's not because people don't care. It's because they can't understand. When you decide to break away from the crowd, you're choosing a path that few have the courage to walk.
There's a phase when you don't fit in anymore. Your old friends are still stuck in the same routines. Playing games, partying, wasting time. And now they look at you like you're the crazy one. They mock you. They say, why are you working so hard? Take it easy. Come join us.
30 seconds before you
And you'll
attack.
feel tempted.
Get ready.
The comfort of fitting in pulls at you. But deep down, you know there's something more. And to get there, you have to leave all of that behind.
It's not just about working hard. It's about working hard when no one is watching. The unseen hours define you. When you're running at 3 a.m. while the world is asleep. When you're studying for hours while everyone else is out partying. When you're in the gym and there's no one to pat you on the back. That's when you grow. That's when you build belief in yourself.
People ask, why do you do it alone? Because no one is going to do it for you. No one is coming to save you. The boats, the weights, the grind. It's all on you. And here's the truth. That's a gift. Because when you do it alone, you own every bit of the result. No one can take it away from you. The confidence, the pride, the power. It's all yours.
It's not just about the destination. It's about who you become in the process. The loneliness, that's your teacher. The pain, that's your ally. The doubt, that's your fuel.
When you finally break through, when the results show, and the world starts to notice, they'll call you lucky. They'll say you're gifted. But you and I both know the truth. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was you. The lonely nights. The sacrifices. The unseen work. That's what got you here. So when it gets tough, remember this. Do it alone. You don't need the applause. You don't need the validation. You only need one thing. Your own belief.
Consistency is the bridge between your dreams and reality. People talk about big moments, victories, breakthroughs. But those moments don't just happen. They're built one small action at a time. Every rep you push through, every extra mile you run, every late night grind, it all stacks up. It feels slow, doesn't it? It feels like nothing is changing. But what they don't tell you is this. Success is invisible until it's undeniable. You don't notice the changes because you're living them every day. Keep going. Stay consistent. The results are compounding, even when you can't see them.
Every day you show up, you're proving something to yourself. That you're stronger than yesterday. That you're tougher than your excuses. That you're willing to put in the work while everyone else waits for motivation. That's how you build a life that no one can take away.
Let me tell you something most people won't think. You're going to fail. A lot. You're going to stumble, fall, and question why you even started. And here's the catch. That's the point. The failures are not your enemies. They're your teachers. Every time you fall, you learn how to stand stronger. Every setback is sharpening your edge. So, don't run from failure. Chase it. Face it. Let it shape you. Because the people who win aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who refuse to let it stop them.
Success isn't loud. It's not glamorous. It's the quiet moments when no one's looking. It's the decision to try again. Even when it feels like the world is against you. It's the resolve to stand back up after every defeat. That's where the real growth happens.
The world doesn't belong to the many. It belongs to the few. The 1% who refuse to settle. The 1% who are willing to sacrifice today for a greater tomorrow. Are you willing to be one of them? Are you willing to step away from the crowd and commit to a standard that others fear? Because that's what it takes. The 1% mindset isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. Every single day.
Let me tell you something. This journey, it's yours. No one else is going to walk it for you. You've got dreams, plans, visions. But guess what? You're the only one who can bring them to life. The world isn't handing out victories. If you want it, you've got to take it. And you've got to do it alone.
People will say they're with you, that they'll support you. But when it gets real, when the grind demands everything, you'll look around and realize it's just you. That's not a bad thing. That's freedom. Because when you do it alone, you don't owe anyone. Every win is yours. Every step forward is a testament to your will.
They'll call you crazy for choosing this path. They'll
They'll laugh when you say no to distractions. But here's the truth. They're scared. Scared of what happens when you succeed. Because your success, it's a reminder of what they're not willing to do. You don't need their approval. You don't need their applause. All you need is to keep moving forward.
Man,
It's in these moments,
I'm
no one
ending
is
this
watching,
live stream. I'm
and you
sorry,
build something
guys.
unshakable.
I don't feel that good.
Discipline, confidence, power.